Rich. Good morning, all of you. In the last class, we discussed how to find out the normals by using the activity one, right? So, in the last class, after finding the normals, we concluded some important points. A concave mirror will consisting of converging normals. This is a which kind of mirror?
Con-
Concave mirror.
Concave mirror.
Concave mirror will have converging normals and all the normals will meet at one point. That point we will consider as the center of curvature.
Center of the
Clear? These are all the normals. So concave mirror will have converging normals. And coming to the convex mirror, we will have
convex mirror diverging.
diverging normals.
Diverging mirror.
We have diverging normals. We will discuss about all those terms. Just now I am telling how to draw what are normals. See, if you have taken this normal, if you extend the ray line, it will be definitely passes through center of curvature. Definitely will be passes through the center of curvature. Is it clear? So, in order to draw the normal, first thing we need to find out center of curvature. Center of curvature is the center of the mirror, which is the part of a sphere. See, this mirror is a part of sphere and this mirror also is part of sphere. Is it clear? So it will be center. C is standing for center. Is it clear? And today we are going to discuss the technical terms in spherical mirrors. Technical terms in spherical mirrors. Technical terms in spherical mirrors. Already yesterday we discussed the definition aperture, right?
Yes, sir.
What is aperture?
The reflecting portion of a spherical mirror is called.
Very good. The reflecting portion of a spherical mirror is called reflecting portion of a spherical mirror. The reflecting portion of a spherical mirror is called aperture, right? Is aperture. The reflecting portion of a spherical mirror is called aperture. And coming to the second definition, pole. Pole is denoted by capital P, right? What is the another name for pole? It is also called as vertex.
So,
Vertex.
Midpoint.
Definition is the geometrical
the
midpoint.
midpoint of
Midpoint of a spherical mirror. Of a spherical mirror is called pole. Pole is denoted by capital P. See, we need to represent the pole also. So now I took a concave mirror. It is a reflecting portion, nothing but painting. Now I am going to be find out the position of the pole, nothing but the point I am going to be finding out. So to do that, I took the thread and I arrange the thread on the aperture. See, for suppose the length of the is 10 centimeters. Now you should take midpoint. No? What is the midpoint length? 5 centimeter is the midpoint length. Now you need to measure, either you should start from A or B. From anywhere you can start. You need to measure 5 centimeter. Now you will get pole. Clear? The similar way for convex mirror also you should do like that, but the convex mirror consisting of the reflecting portion outwarded. Now look at here, you will get the pole here. Another name for pole is vertex. Next,
Vertex.
the third point is center of curvature. Center of curvature. It is denoted by C. And see, while finding the normal, all the normals will passes through center of curvature in case of a concave mirror, right? See, first we will draw the diagram, then after we will discuss the definition. See, for suppose if it is a concave mirror, all the normals will passes through the center of curvature or not? They will definitely pass center. Clear?
Center of the curve.
In the similar way, for convex mirror, all the normals will passes through diverges through center of curvature, right? All the normals will diverges through center of curvature. So based upon this, I am going to be define the definition of center of curvature. Center of curvature. It is denoted by capital C.
C.
Center of curvature is denoted by capital C. The point at which all the normals meet together or appear to meet together, nothing but instead of meet together I will write like this also. All the normals converge or appear to diverge. Appear to diverge is called, what is that? Center of curvature. Center of curvature. It is denoted by capital C. Now we need to locate the center of curvature for spherical mirrors also. No? So look at here. This is the concave mirror, right? Now all the normals will meet together. That point we will consider as the center of curvature. Now this point of intersection of all the normals will give center of curvature. And for convex mirror also we should try to draw. It is the convex mirror. It is concave, right? It is convex. For convex mirror also we need to draw the normals. So these are all the normals. You need to extend the normals in backward direction. Then only we will get the center of curvature. So these are all the normals. So it is center of curvature for convex mirror. And these are all normals. So intersection points of normals will give the center of curvature. And the fourth definition is principal axis. It is also called as optical axis. Optical axis. This is nothing but the line joining from pole to center of curvature. The line joining from pole to center of curvature of a spherical mirror. The line joining from pole to center of curvature of a spherical mirror is called principal axis. Principal axis. Look at here. Carefully observe. Now I took a concave mirror. Now I try to locate pole and center of curvature. Now I am going to be draw a line which is connecting the point P and C. That line we will consider as principal axis. And remember, if you try to draw the normal at pole, it will also passes through, it will merge with the principal axis. So I will say that principal axis also a one of the normal. Is it clear? Principal,
Sir, Madam,
yes, I am repeating. Principal axis is also a normal. Look at here. Now I am trying to draw the normal at point P. So in order to draw the normal at point P, what should I do? I need to connect the point pole and center of curvature. Why? Because by default all the normals will passes through center of curvature, right? So you will get the normal along the principal axis. So principal axis also one of the normal. I will say principal axis at pole. This point is remember. You should remember. And also I try to draw the normal for the convex surface also. For convex surface, look at pole and center of curvature. Now try to draw the normal. You need to connect, not normal, you need to draw the principal axis, right? Just you need to connect pole and center of curvature. Then you will get the principal axis. Principal axis is nothing from pole to center of curvature. You can extend from P. You will get the line. Is it clear? In this direction and in this direction also you will get the line. Not only between pole and C, center of curvature and pole you should not take. You need to extend. Okay. You should extend that line also. And remember the principal axis is also one of the normal at pole. Clear? And the fifth one. Fifth one is nothing but radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. It is denoted by capital R. It is denoted by capital R. See, look at here. The length from, listen carefully, the length from pole to center of curvature. The distance from pole to center of curvature is called radius of curvature. Is it clear? The distance from pole to center of curvature of a spherical mirror is called radius of curvature. Is called radius of curvature. It is denoted by capital R. Now we need to represent the radius of curvature for spherical mirrors also. Now, what is the name of this mirror? Will you give the name? The name is concave mirror. Respond, children. The name is concave mirror. I represent the principal axis. This is pole and this is center of curvature for the time being, and this distance, and remember all the distances in case of the spherical mirror should be measured from pole only. We have that rule. We need to begin we should start the measuring of length from pole only. This distance we will consider as radius of curvature. We also represent for the convex mirror also. For convex mirror, this is pole and it is center of curvature. What is the distance? The distance measured from pole to center of curvature is considered as the radius of curvature. This distance is called radius of curvature, denoted by R. Are you following, all of you? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Next,
sir.
yeah.
sixth point is focus. Focus or focal point, denoted by capital F. The midpoint of the definition, the midpoint, midpoint of pole and center of curvature, pole and center of curvature of a spherical mirror, of a spherical mirror is called focal point. Focal point. It is denoted by capital F. So we should represent that. See, now I took the concave mirror and center of curvature. You need to take the midpoint. This is the midpoint. Focus. So the distance from pole to focus is equal to the distance from focus to center of curvature. Then only we will get the midpoint. Is it clear? The similar way for convex mirror, pole, center of curvature, painting. Don't forget to represent painting. The midpoint you should consider as center of curvature. And look at here, it is concave mirror, right? The important point, it is a concave mirror and it is convex mirror. Here it is the reflecting side, right? Reflecting side. Reflecting side will be outside. For concave mirror, it is the reflecting side. It is also outside. Point is focus and center of curvature lies outside for a concave mirror. For a concave mirror. But in case of a convex mirror, focus and center of curvature lies inside for a convex mirror. This is inner portion. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
For a concave
So,
mirror, focus and center of curvature will lie outside. It will be for the convex mirror, the focus and center of curvature will lie inside. Now,
Inside.
if you measure the distance from focus to center of curvature, will you guess what is the distance? If you measure the distance from pole to focus, it will be focal length. Seventh definition is definition number 7, focal length. The distance from pole to focus. See, remember, all the distances in case of the spherical mirror should be measured from pole. మనం అన్ని మెజర్మెంట్స్ అన్ని పోల్ నుంచే చేయాలి. ఏ మెజర్మెంట్ చేసినా ద డిస్టెన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ పోల్ టు ఫోకస్ ఇన్ spherical mirrors is called focal length. Remember, focal length is denoted by small f. Focal length is denoted by small f. Shall we represent pole, focus, center of curvature, focal length, radius of curvature in the spherical mirrors? Right. Single diagram. I am going to be represent all those things. It is a concave mirror, right? Concave mirror. It is the principal axis, right? Pole, focus, and center of curvature. The distance from pole to focus we should consider as the focal length, and the focal length is denoted by small f. And also I will try to represent the radius of curvature also. The distance from pole to center of curvature is called radius of curvature. It is denoted by r. And remember, since it is the midpoint, focus is the midpoint, so I will say that from the distance from focus to center of curvature also f only. Now r can be written as 2f. R is equal to 2f. Is it clear, all of you? Next, in case of
Sir,
x, r equal to 2f. Why? Because focus is the midpoint of pole and center of curvature. The distance from pole to focus is equal to the distance from focus to center of curvature. Clear?
okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Now it is a convex mirror. The distance from pole to focus is called focal length. Now we are going to be representing that the distance from pole to focus is called focal length. Focal length is denoted by small f, and the distance from pole to center of curvature is called radius of curvature. It is denoted by r. Anyhow, pf is equal to fc, and this distance also small f. Here also r is equal to 2f. R equal to 2f is valid for both concave and convex mirrors. Is it clear? R equal to 2f is valid for both concave and convex mirror. The question is,
Yes, sir.
a concave mirror, what is the name of the mirror? Concave mirror having the radius of curvature is 20 centimeters. Find out its focal length. And one more question, a concave mirror, sorry, not concave mirror, here I will take convex mirror. A convex mirror having the focal length is equal to 10 centimeter. What is its radius of curvature? We have the formula. What is the formula? R is equal to 2f, right? R can be, in the first question we need to find out focal length. No? F is equal to R by 2. F will be is equal to R by 2. Now 20 by 2. What is the answer? 10 centimeters.
10, sir.
Don't forget to write units. Units are very important in physics. And in the similar way, here R is equal to 2F, direct substitution. 2 into 10 centimeters. What is the answer? 20 centimeter is the radius of curvature for the convex mirror. Is it clear, all of you? Now the question is, what is the focal length of plane mirror? What is the focal length of plane mirror? Will you tell the answer? See, what we had did previously, in order to find out the focal length, we find normals for the plane mirror. See, for suppose I am going to be draw the normal for the plane mirror. See, let us say this is the plane mirror, and all the normals will be parallel. అంతే కదా, నార్మల్స్ అనే ప్యారల్ వస్తాయి కదా.
అవును సార్.
So the
Yes,
parallel
sir.
rays never be meet together. The parallel rays never be meet together. These are all the normals. We have one assumption, the parallel rays will be meet at infinity. Infinite distance దగ్గరికి పోయింది లేదు, చూసింది లేదు. ఆ పాయింట్ దగ్గరనే మనకి ఫోకల్ పాయింట్ వస్తుంది. సో ఫోకల్ లెంత్ విల్ బి ఇన్ఫినిటీ అని అనుకుంటాం. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫోకల్ లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్లేన్ మిర్రర్? ఇన్ఫినిటీ. నాన్న, ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ దిస్ వై ఐ టుక్ ద ఇన్ఫినిటీ డిస్టెన్స్. ఎందుకంటే అవన్నీ ఇన్ఫినిట్ డిస్టెన్స్ దగ్గర మీట్ అవుతాయి అని చెప్పిన కదా. వీ హ్యావ్ వన్ యాక్టివిటీ. ఆ యాక్టివిటీలో నేను చెప్తాను. ఓకేనా? Now you should remember what is the focal length of the plane mirror? Infinity. And the radius of curvature also you should take as infinity. Is it clear, all of you?
Clear,
Next,
sir.
next concept is focal axis. Focal axis. Focal axis is nothing but the line joining from, the line joining, or else I will say like this, the line which is passing through focus, the line which is passing through focus and perpendicular to the principal axis, is called focal axis. What is the name? Focal axis. అంటే ఫోకస్ నుంచి పోయే పర్పెండిక్యులర్ లైన్ అన్నట్టు. The line which is passing through focus and perpendicular to the principal axis. What is the name of this mirror? Convex mirror.
Concave.
Convex mirror. Now I drawn the, what is the name of this axis? Principal axis.
Means
It is point P, F, C. Now I am going to be locate the focal axis. The line will be passes through focus and perpendicular to the principal axis. This axis is called focal axis. Clear? And in the similar way, we need to draw the focal axis for concave mirror also. It is a concave mirror which consisting of bulged reflecting portion is inverted. Pole, focus, center of curvature. Now try to draw the focal axis. So this line which is passing through focus and perpendicular to the principal axis should be considered as focal axis. Understood all of you?
sir,
Yes.
The
Yes,
line
sir.
should be passes through focus and perpendicular to the principal axis. That is called focal axis. Clear? Next definition is object distance. Object distance is denoted by small u. Object distance is denoted by the letter small u. The definition is the distance from, we should start the measuring of distance from pole. The distance from